Hello everyone and welcome to Her Lifestyle Travel. My name is Natoya and I'm here to help you start budget traveling. So guys, in this video, we're going to talk about the two different methods you can use to start saving for your trip. Before we begin, make sure you download my guide, 70 Stupid Simple Ways to Save for Your Dream Trip. It's linked in the description. Now, I just made a video on how to come up with a number, like a budget to save for. I just made that video. I'll link it above. So be sure you watch that video before this one so that you can have that golden number I was talking about. Having that golden number, say for example, it is $1,000 that you figured out you need to save for your trip. Having that golden number and simply dividing it by the amount of time that you have to pretty much pay for everything. So for example, say you have 10 weeks until your trip and your budget is $1,000, simply divide $1,000 by 10 weeks and you would get $100 a week. That's all you would have to save for. Simple, straightforward. That's a great way to stay focused, to have a goal in mind, to help you not get sidetracked and start buying clothes or going out to eat. If you know you have to save that $100, you will not spend it because you're like, wait a minute, I can spend this $100 here, or I could put it towards my trip to Madrid or wherever, and that's way more fun. So that's one method I use to save. Simple, straightforward. Again, make sure you check out that video. Method number two is what I did when I didn't have like a consistent income. This is when I first started traveling many years ago, and I was doing everything to save. I was babysitting, I was tutoring, I was just like doing everything. So this is another method you can use. You can break up your different trip costs and save and pay for each of them individually. So for example, say you start with your flight. That's the first thing you have to pay for. You start with your flight. Say your flight will be $250. You say, okay, my goal is to save $250 so I can buy my flight. How much ever time you put to save for that flight, you would just divide it by that amount of time. Or you can say, you know what? Okay, I need $250. I can do all these things for that. I can tutor, I can babysit my sister's kids, I can sell some stuff on Etsy. I can do all of these things for that $250. So basically what you're doing is focusing on one whole part of the trip at a time, instead of the first example of focusing on just that one whole number. So the second method, it basically helps you stay focused on one thing at a time, because the first method kind of makes you focus on that one big golden number, which you need to have, while the second method, you kind of focus on one thing at a time. So guys, I hope these two tips helped. Whatever method you decide to use, be sure to stay focused and save for your dream trip, and make sure you download that guide, 70 Ways to Save for Your Dream Trip. It's linked in the description.